hope everybody's having a good night. Today's topic is going to be meddling into US politics by foreign entities. I have done a video yesterday pertaining tweets that appeared in regards that Joe Biden would be stepping down and he would not be able to take the presidency. And those tweets were circulating specifically, and it seems to me that it is Russian origin all over social media. Visit immediately after Twitter, and there's additional information pertaining to that. I'll leave the link to that video below this video. However, today's topic, social media has been obviously rampant because January 6th is when the decision is going to be made pertaining to US Electoral College, and they'll vote, and this is the last chance for Trump supporters, so to speak. However, at this point, Joe Biden has been elected as 46th President of the United States, and he's slated for inauguration January 21st. Nevertheless, this is what's been happening today. Clearly, people want a divide and a civil divide, and nothing would make Russia and certain other places of US broke down into civil war scenario and a lot of other situations. However, this is what's happening today, and people have to be very vigilant. Today on LinkedIn alone, profile of, for example, Vikhani Korean, and there's posts appearing attacking the New York Times, Washington Post, Podesta, especially New York Times, where it hits the hardest. The posts are circulating, and this is where the propaganda comes in. They look like they're advocating for Armenia, but in reality they're meddling into US politics and US Electoral College decision making. It's an attempt, of course, and this is how it looks like. The post states that Azerbaijan's embassy paid the Washington Times, New York Times, and Podesta to run pre-written articles supporting Azerbaijan. And the next point starts that Democrats are actually supporting Turkey into this. And these posts are completely offhand. One post specifically just stated that, and they're also sourcing a conservative, very far-right sources. Not even like conservative sources like Fox News and everything like that. Very far-right publications. I'm not going to make them in name in this video because I have no desire to promote them whatsoever, because I think not talking about them is the best instead of giving them any additional publicity or any type of sources like that. But this is what's been happening. When you look at those profiles, and this is where it gets interesting, these profiles that are peddling this today are located in France. If you trust the profile, what states in them, that they're originally from Yerevan, and they've been living in France for 15 years or so, some are living 10, some are living 20, etc. But all of them have one thing in common. They also follow Russian outlets, which are actually sponsored by the Russian government. Obviously, if you watch YouTube, those outlets have the link funded by the Russian government, etc. But in this case, they're peddling that on LinkedIn, but they make it sound like they're supporting Armenia in this, but they're not. They're also going and attack Democrats, attacking Biden, but they're doing it pertaining to Armenia. And also, when you look further into their posts, a lot of them support Yellow Vests. If you look even down further, and Yellow Vests in France caused a lot of uprisings in France and for Macron and everything like that. However, my concern is, and this is what I say, I don't think foreign nationals should meddle into US election and US politics to cause divide and to spread false propaganda narrative. And also specifically, all these posts highlight Podesta group. They specifically do, and everybody knows that Podesta is very strong democratic hold, etc. And given those posts and everything like that, they're trying to cause problems. And they're being circulated all day today. It started since this morning. And they continue. There's another post saying that now Turkey did a favor to Russia by Azerbaijan land grab. And let's put it very simply and very serious. What happened to Armenia? It's very unfair. Today's world. Not about the land dispute, how many people died, how aggressive the offensive was, and everything that was done by Azerbaijan and Turkey back. Yes, that's an issue. But at the end of the day, it's their own prime minister caused by inaction, and this is why it happened to Armenia in the first place. He was not prepared, even though the signs were there. He was too busy playing politics and dismantling high-ranking military officials in Nagorno-Karabakh. But this video is not about that. So this is what is happening out of France now. There's many accounts that are posting this morning. A lot of them claim the opinions are their own, it's not their professional opinion, but yet it continues to spread, specifically attacking Democrats, specifically stating this far-right conservative sources saying this publication said, and then of course saying that, Azerbaijani embassy and US did nothing, and stating to make, and then Biden supports Turkey, which is another untrue fact. because everybody stated, every analyst knows, and I have personally written articles on this topic, that if Biden comes to power, he'll force Erdogan to stop his grabs around the world and geopolitical interest. Everybody knows that Biden will do a lot to stop that. He's seasoned when it comes to foreign policy on that situation. I'm not saying I support or don't support anyone, but at the end of the day, this has been stated many times and I believe to be true, because Erdogan will have a very hard choice, because US is not going to tread lightly how it happened under Trump as far as international geopolitical interest and foreign interest. US will have a very different scenario after coronavirus pandemic, of course, because this is still a main topic to handling issues domestically. But I just wanted to make sure that everybody's vigilant as these accounts are happening. Please report them if you see them. Do not take it lightly. This is not some information. This is specific propaganda leading up to January 6th. And I already see people infighting on those posts, which are actually from US. Also, these posts are specifically published in English. They're specifically written in English. They're posted in groups which are American-based groups. They're not posted in support Armenia groups. They're not posted in support Eastern Bloc groups. They're not posted around Turkey. They're posted in English, specifically geared to US viewership on social media. Also, a lot of them have certain type of attractive pictures attached to them, but nevertheless, please be vigilant. Please share this video. Please click like. Please make sure that you're very vigilant at January 6th and do not buy into Russian propaganda and other propagandas that are out there to harm US in any way possible and harm the West with all of this happening. France should take a look and notice of these individuals, because clearly they could possibly have been causing chaos in France as well under the guise of something else. And I think it is very important to share all these videos and also make sure that public is aware. There's more awareness needed, because all these false statements are actually encountering a lot of different statements being made on Facebook and LinkedIn. Some of them are even calling for revolution after those posts, and some people are going too far, even though I understand that just too far social media posts. But US cannot afford to have any type of civil disturbance, especially in the midst of coronavirus pandemic, when people are supposed to be staying in, not having protests going on, and not having any more rallies and everything like that. So please be vigilant. Do not bite into it. Do not be baited. Do not respond to those posts. Do not share them. Please be very vigilant. Again, thank you for watching my video. I hope everybody has a great night and has great the rest of their weekend. Thanks again.